Hare Krishna. Today, 27th July 2020, we are reciting from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 7, text 35 onwards. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Naruttamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. So, 3.7.35 Yena va bhagavam satushyet dharmayonir janardanaha samprasidati va yesham etadakhyahi me anagham. Yena, by which, va, either, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Tushyet, is satisfied, Dharma Yognihi, the father of the religion, the father of all religion, Janardana, the controller of all living beings, Samprasidati, completely satisfied, Va, either, or, Yesham, of those, Etat, all these, Akhyahi, kindly described, Me, unto me, Anagha, O sinless one. Translates the purport by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. O sinless one, because the personality of Godhead, the controller of all living entities, is the father of all religion and all those who are candidates for religious activities. Kindly describe how he can be completely satisfied. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुमृतमयनं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति सुपदन्तिकं वन्दे अहं श्रीगुरुश्रीतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं सागरातं सहगण रघुनाथं वितन्तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांतो राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कंचन गौरंगे राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठा भूतले श्रीमती पताका समिति नामिने नमाचार्य पादाय नेता कृपा प्रदाय गौरसादामदाय नगरगाम तारणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठा भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत समिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशादी तारणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. येन वा भगवां तुष्ये धर्मयोनिर्जनार्दनः सम्प्रसीदति वा येषाम् एतदाख्याहि मे अनघ. So we are hearing the questions from Vidura Maharaj putting forward to the sage Maitreya, and he is saying, O sinless one, anybody who knows about Krishna, he can be referred as sinless one. Anybody who has a knowledge about Krishna, his sins are all eradicated, then only he can talk about Krishna, think of Krishna. So he is saying, O sinless one, because the personality of Godhead, who is he? The controller of all living entities. Now, even living or non-living, he is the master of all chara, achara, chara, achara, chara and achara. He is master of all. So, particularly living entities, and he is saying, he is the father of all religion. Any religion that has come out, whether directly or indirectly, whether simply having the faith other than himself. So many people have faith in themselves. There are others who have the faith in somebody else, some superior authority, a nature, a fire, a water, a wind, some demigods and other kind of things, the trees, like we have Tulsi trees and all. They have the faith on other things, but he says, you are the father of our religion. And all those who are the candidates for religious activity. Now it means he is the father of all devotees, whatever the non-devotees, he is a father. But then, like, that some of the parents, they disown their children. Have you heard this phenomena? So many people, they have disowned their children. Though they are their children, they disown. So similarly, anybody who breathed of Krishna, he disowned them. He doesn't take care of them. Basic necessities are there, but generally. So that's why he's saying, who are the candidates for religious activities? You are the father of them. Other, you have discarded them. Kindly describe. Please tell me how he can be completely satisfied. Isn't it? How Krishna can be satisfied. And we say, Krishna tushte jagat tushtaha. And it's so easy, the easiest thing that Krishna has given, told, patram, puspam, phalam thoyam. And all these four things, they are freely available, provided by the Lord. For gaining this, for getting this, no endeavor is required. Everything is available, evidence. You have to just walk few steps and you get patram, puspam, phalam thoyam. But the beauty is yome bhaktya prayachati, without a love and sincere love. This morning, somebody sent me the video of maybe, not Gaur Gopal Prabhu, some forgetting the name. He's saying in Tirupati, there was a farmer, a potter, but the temple was very far. So what he used to do, with his own hand mixed up with the clay, with the wet clay, he would offer tulsi leaf. From very far he would offer tulsi leaf to Venkateshwara. And that was his daily routine, that was his devotion, out of love. So one day, the king happened to go to the Tirupati, and he was offering the flowers of gold. And in the gold for his offering, he looked at the tulsi. They had messed with the clay, the white clay, and dripping down. So king started thinking, oh my God, what this could be? Who could be doing these offenses to the Lord Venkateshwara Venkatachala, Govinda? So he got a bit annoyed, but somehow they got an intuition that these are being offered every day by one very far, there is a potter, he is offering. So king thought, my God, how nice devotee he could be, I must go and see his darshan. So he finds out his place and he goes over there, and the potter sees him, and potter became very, very extremely happy. The king said, do you know me? Well, yes, you are the king, such and such name. Well, how do you know? Well, Venkateshwara had told me in the dream. So the day the king will come over here, your moksha will guaranteed. So I know that the Venkateshwara has accepted my offerings, though it is very unclean in that way. But bhava, patram, puspam, phalam thoyam. So king fall flat on his head, on his offering Dandavata. You are such a great and nice devotee of Venkateshwara. So Krishna accepts, it can be easily satisfied. Remember then, there was a very rich person. His wife used to come to Jagannath Puri, and she would do some seva, giving some maybe the grains and pulses and things like that. And he would hear the glories of Jagannath Ji. So one day he said, okay, let me also come to Jagannath Ji. So he went to see Jagannath Ji. He laughed at, I said, what are they talking, the grain, this, like that. Tell me, what is the best, costliest thing you want, I'll offer it to you. He's telling Jagannath Ji, tell me, I'm such a rich man. I can offer to satisfy what you want. But Lord Jagannath Ji did not answer back. So he came out, he was laughing, what is going to talk to me, man? What is this? But after some time, The pujari comes searching him. Sir, you wanted to offer something? He said, how do you know? Well, a DT told me, go to that person. He wants to offer the best and the costliest thing. He said, yes. So what is he asking for? He says he's asking for a pan. You know, betel leaf, pan. But in that pan, the powder should be Mauktiki. Sadvo nahi sarvatra, Mauktikam na, gaje gaje. So he wants the Mauktiki in that pan. So this rich fellow, he became devastated. Mukti, even if I have to kill 1,000 elephants, hardly I can find the mukti in their head. He could understand that he is Jagannath. He has only spoken these things to load on my ego, my hankar. He goes running back to the temple, fall flat, saying, excuse me, I was so naive, I'm so fool, I'm rascal, please pardon me. So, Krishna can hear, but not necessarily he will hear direct to me. He might be hearing your prayer and telling you through your guru. It could be Siksha Guru, it could be Diksha Guru. So Krishna can in many ways. Krishna can tell you something in the dream. And whenever these Vaishnavas sees the things in dream, they take it very seriously. Prabhupada saw in the dream, the Guru Maharaj coming asking him, you should take sannyas. In a dream, he took sannyas. So for a devotee, even a dream, even a direct, whatever hints are there, they understand this is the order of Krishna. So in this way, he can be easily pleased. Otherwise, he doesn't need anything. He owes everything. What are you looking for? My arpita mana buddhi. That's all. Only looking for mana buddhi. And that also given by him. And we hesitate. We hold it back. Think for a situation. You want to take a bath and you have got a costless watch. And you give it to your friend. Hey, I'm going to take a bath, a dip in the Haridwar or somewhere in Parvasa Chetra and in Mandakini. So please, can you hold this watch? You gave him the watch. You go and take your dip, take your bath, come back and ask, give me watch back. And they then say, no, I'll not give it to you because you have given it to me. That's it, it's mine. What will you feel? Isn't it? So, in the similar way, Krishna has given everything. And when he's saying, Patram Pusam Phalam, you say, no, I have no time. I remember one more story, how he can be completely satisfied. When there was a person, he was earning 10 rupee a day, and he was very satisfied. Always enjoying his life, always laughing. Tushanticha Ramanticha. He was very happy. So somehow that he went on the palmist and he told the palmist, please, can you see my hand? How much riches I have got? And this man says, you have 10 rupee a day until you breathe last. So this man was very happy. That's it. 10 rupees more than enough. Nothing to worry. By seeing this happy state of life, one of his friends says, I've got my sister, marriageable age, would like to marry her. She is also like you, she is also very easily satisfied. This man says, really I don't mind, but tell your sister, if she wants to marry me, we have to pull within 10 rupees a day, nothing more than that. Would she be happy with me? This fellow goes to his sister and tells him that this is such a nice person, but he's earning his 10 rupees a day. And the girl said, he's all right. Okay, no problem, I'll marry him. If he's a good friend of yours, I'll marry him. So as soon as that, engagement took place, his earning started 30 rupees a day. When he started earning 30 rupees a day, he was very surprised. How is it possible? In my fate, there is only 10 rupees. Why am I getting 30 rupees? He go back to the palmist. He says, look my hand, you had told me that I'll be earning 30 rupees a day throughout my life, but I'm earning now 30. How it is possible? So this man says, well, in your hand, There is only 30. Anything took place in your life? He said, yes. Last month I got engaged. Well, so this extra 20 rupees because of that your wife's bhagya. Now, because she's not working, but she brought her bhagya with her, so the 20 rupees belongs to her. So your earning will be now 30 rupees. Enjoy the life. Oh, this man is very happy. My wife does not need to work, I'm getting 30 now. After some time, his income started 50 rupees a day. He was again baffled. What must have happened? How it is possible? He goes to Palmist again. He says, sir, I'm perturbed, I'm disturbed. How come? Previously I was earning 10, it was my bhagya. Then I started earning 30, it was the bhagya of my wife. 20 plus 10, 30. Now how I'm getting 50 rupees a day? The Palmist said, anything happened in your life? Well, no, nothing, same. Any development? Well, yeah, 2 months before my wife informed me that she is pregnant. Well, this 20 rupees because of that fetus, the embryo, you are going to get it. Similarly in our life, everything that we get, it is not in our bhagya. All those who are associated with us, those who are depending upon us, maybe our servants and our wife, non-working wife, and our school-going children and things like that. So with their bhagya also they get it. So Krishna provides everyone's share through some different media. So he can be completely satisfied. He is already Atma Rama. But Vidura wants to know the trick. And trick in the age of Kali, the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare. Out of love, out of sincerity, out of loyalty, out of your humbleness, out of total surrender. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare. So let us see what Prabhupada has to say in the purport. All religious activities are meant ultimately to satisfy the Supreme Personal Godhead. Akasam patitam toyam yatha gacchati sagara sarvadeva namaskaram keshavam pratigacchati. Any drop of water that falls from the sky, ultimately the goal is samudra. Akasam patitam toyam yatha gacchati sagara sarvadeva namaskaram keshavam pratigacchati. So it doesn't matter whom you are offering your obeisances, it is meant to Keshava. Bhoktaram yagna tapsam sarvaloka maheshwaram. He is a bhokta of all the tapas. So that's what he's saying. Prabhupada is saying that ultimate aim is to satisfy the Supreme Personal Godhead. The Lord is the father of religious principles, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 7.16. It says, Chaturvidha vajante mam jana sukritino arjuna artho jigyasura gyani cha bharatarsava. O best among Bharata, 4 kinds of pious men begin to render devotional service unto me. Only 4 kinds. The distressed, the desirer of the wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for the knowledge of Absolute. Only Artho, Jigyasur, Artharthi, Jnani. Only these kind of people are looking for the Lord, surrender to the Lord. Prabhupada says, 4 kinds of pious men: the needy, the distressed, the enlightened, and the inquisitive. Approach the Lord in devotional service, and their devotion is mixed with material benefit. Akama, sarvukamo va, mokshikama udaridhi, tivrena bhakti yogena, yejetha purusham paru. Whether some is nishkami, sakami, or mokshikami, in whatever manner, one should always worship the person of Godhead, Sri Krishna. But above them are the pure devotees, whose devotion is not tainted by any material tinges of fruitive work or speculative knowledge. As we've been telling, there are 9 type of devotional service. Sarvanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Bandhanam, Dasyam, Shakyam, Atma Nivedanam. And these ones are also implicated with the Sattva-guna, Rajaguna, Tamoguna. And each one of them are also afflicted by Uttamadhikari, Madhyamadhikari and Kanishthadhikari. So 3 3s are 9, 9s are 81. 81 types of devotional service one can render. But doesn't matter in what mood, what adhikari one is, he should simply forget about everything and chant the holy name of the Lord, which is so very nice, sublime. Those who are only miscreants throughout their lives are compared to the demon. They are bereft of knowledge in spite of any academic, educational center, career they may pursue. Such miscreants are never candidates for satisfying the Lord. In Shastra sometimes tells us 2 kinds of jiva, Nitya Baddha, Nitya Siddha. In this Nitya Baddha, there is a certain category, they are always Nitya Baddha. There is no chance that they can ever elevate themselves. Even if they do, even if they go to hast the platform, they'll again fall down because of tendency. Doesn't matter. Maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, they are doing devotional service. When they reach over there, and this material desire is there, and they fall down again. So there are miscreants. What are they? This lovely sloka is there. Naham prakasa sarvasaha moha maya samavrita mudhoyam na vijanati mameva param abhyayam. Mudhoyam na vijanati. Doesn't matter how much you tell them. The material example is given. The tail of a dog. Doesn't matter if you put in a bamboo for 12 years. When you remove the bamboo, the tail will again go up. So there are people, many, hundreds and thousands, and they come in the category of Nitya Baddha. And Nitya Baddha, sometimes Krishna, out of really compassionate magnanimity, if he has to become a dog, he'll become a dog of Bill Gates. Remember, there was one cat, very famous cat. When her owner died, she left only $3 million to that cat. And the will was there. As soon as the cat dies, the 3 million goes to the government treasury. So the person who was taking care of the cat, he would make sure the cat could live as long as possible because that was his employment. So even somebody has become a cat and dog, they'll become a cat and dog of a rich and famous person. You must have seen, there are so many dogs, they are being kicked in the street. And sometimes, I've seen in the cities, the people throw the hot water on them so that God does not come nearby them. And they are crying. And there are so many dogs, they are traveling in the Lamborghini, in Porsche, in Chevrolet, in Rolls Royce. Those are dogs. Every one of them do wobble. They can do more than that. But see their fate. So even those Nitya Baddhas are there. Sometimes they elevate in this position and they feel very happy. Look, I give this example many times. When you come out with a dog, you lead the dog. After 200, 300 meters, the dog will lead you where he wants to go. And you follow him. You know why? Because you love the dog. Not to say that they are having some plastic with them to collect the poo of the dog. How much love? So even these Nitya Baddhas, at times, they are elevated in this kind of position. And they think they are the best. So let us make sure that when we leave this body, we must remember Krishna. Ante Narayana Smriti. But what if we fail to do that? Don't you worry. Krishna says, I'll remind you, I'll be there with you. Like Bhishma Pitamaha. Throughout his life, he fought against Krishna, but he was a devotee of Krishna. Or you have seen when all these Gopas, they were entering into the mouth of Aghasura, and Aghasura is the embodiment of Papa. Though they are going toward the Papa, but they are calling Krishna. Come on, Krishna, come on, no, come with us, come with us, come with us. You say, no, 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 you don't go there. They say, no, no, so that's a nice breeze, it's cool, come, come, come. And Krishna is finally to go inside the Papa, that Aghasura, and kill him so that to rescue his friends. So if we practice now to do Krishna Bhakti, then we really don't have to worry whether we go in coma, we are this and that and that. For sure, our destination is definite. And this way, we have to make our goal of life. May what come. Whether I've got a fever, I have dysentery, or I have a lot of problems, fight in home, fight in the office, fight in the school, doesn't matter. I am going to chant my round. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So with this, I'll come to the conclusion of my talk. Thank you very much. Tomorrow again, I think we have a program of one farewell of Mahaprasad Govind Prabhu. So I don't know, we'll be sending you the link so that you can also join and be a part of it. Hare Krishna.